Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way down to the 29. Murray. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
45 yards.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A pickup of 18 yards, but it's 3rd down.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 56 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying it.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out come the Patriots with their new quarterback for 2020, and he, like their previous quarterback, a former MVP, Cam Newton.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The numbers for White a week ago: 16 carries, 62 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
The tackle made back at the 40.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 43's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 16. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, this will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A shotgun snap for Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 7. Patriots.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over first and 10.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Covered by
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Fine work by the Patriot D there. And it's fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10.
Check, 43. Be a long day for you. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball,
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 78 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. try to punch it in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Newton. Rolling to his right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton eluding the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. So we have reached halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
17. Patriots 10.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
White, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place, and no place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. He's got Lacoste, his tight end.
Newton's pass.
Martin, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return is Peterson. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Murray off play action. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Again, they'll throw with Murray. What a game it's been for this duo. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New England trying to get a place on offense. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He was brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
The kick is...
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll run it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Arizona.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's a gain of...
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Again, Newton. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Newton's pass.
5 yards. Now it's third and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Third and 5.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake. Murray escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Off play action. Murray flushed out right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Off the play fake. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Off the play fake. Murray. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw it. Murray. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So